Although Buddhism distinguishes between Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and Arhats, according to the principle that the Dharma is non-dual and that all appearances of sentient beings of self are illusory, these figures can be seen as essentially the same, differing only in their level of cultivation, not in any hierarchical sense of high or low. They are thus come, thus abiding, contemplating the self-existent. There are numerous methods, Dharma gates, to cultivate and become a Buddha, often said to number 84,000. Different methods suit different practitioners. There is no conflict between these Dharma gates, nor is any inherently superior or inferior. They are all just temporary skillful means. Currently, the three most influential Buddhist schools in China are the Pure Land School, the Shenzhen School, and the Esoteric Vajrayana School. Click the plus sign to follow this account for more exciting content. Classified by time, there are Buddhas of the past, present, and future. The Buddha of the past is Dipankara. The Buddha of the present is Shakyamuni, who has already entered parinirvana and departed from our world. The Buddha of the future is Maitreya, symbolizing abundance and joy. According to sutras, Maitreya will not descend as the future Buddha for another 5.6 billion years. Currently, he is still a bodhisattva. It's important to note that while Buddhism classifies figures like Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and Arhats based on the principle of non-dual Dharma and the teaching that the appearance of sentient beings, the appearance of self, the appearance of a person, the appearance of a lifespan, all appearances are illusory. If you see that all appearances are not appearances, then you see the Tathagata. These roles can be understood as ultimately one, differing only in cultivation level, not in worldly hierarchy. They are thus come, thus abiding, contemplating the self-existent. In Buddhist practice, discriminative thoughts are seen as an obstacle, a form of attachment to appearances, because you and I ourselves are inherently Buddha, merely with obstructed minds, like a dusty mirror. Classified by spiritual domain or Buddha field, there is Amitabha, who presides over the Western Pure Land of ultimate bliss, Shakyamuni Buddha, who teaches in our Saha world, the central world system, and the Medicine Master Buddha, Vaishajiyaguru, who presides over the Eastern Pure Land of Vaidurya, Lapis Lazuli. Amitabha Buddha, the Lord of the Western Pure Land, responsible for guiding beings to rebirth in that land. His Dharma gate primarily involves guiding the departed to be reborn in the Pure Land. He represents infinite life and infinite light, symbolizing ultimate bliss, transcendence, and liberation. Chinese monastics often chant Namo Amitabha, homage to Amitabha. Shakyamuni Buddha, the founder of Buddhism in our world, primarily responsible for transmitting the Dharma in the Central Saha world. He guides beings toward liberation through the Dharma and established the foundation of Buddhism here. He symbolizes complete awakening and peace. Medicine Master Buddha, Vaishajiyaguru, the Lord of the Eastern Pure Land of Vaidurya, primarily responsible for addressing the mundane problems of beings, such as illness and suffering. His Dharma gate emphasizes eliminating calamities and prolonging life, helping beings gain benefit and happiness in the present life. He symbolizes health and longevity. Tathagata is a general title meaning thus come one, synonymous with Buddha. For instance, Amitabha can be called Amitabha Tathagata, and the Medicine Master Buddha, Vaishajiyaguru Tathagata. Tathagata Buddha typically refers specifically to Shakyamuni Buddha. One Buddha teaches only one great world system. Since Shakyamuni's parinirvana, we effectively live in a world without a Buddha. Maitreya Bodhisattva will not become the future Buddha for another 5.6 billion years. Of course, there are also numerous great Bodhisattvas active in our world, such as Avalokiteshvara, Guan Yin, at Mount Puto, foremost in compassion, symbolizing peace and auspiciousness, colloquially responsible for family harmony, Manjushri, Wenshu, at Mount Wutai, foremost in wisdom, symbolizing intelligence and nobility, colloquially responsible for exam success, Samantabhadra Puxian, at Mount Ma, deity of practice and vows, symbolizing happiness, fulfillment, and success, colloquially responsible for promotions and raises, and Chitigaba, Tizang, at Mount Jihua, embodiment of filial piety, vowing to liberate all beings, especially those in hell, symbolizing salvation, colloquially responsible for longevity. Although they possess the power to attain Buddhahood, these bodhisattvas have voluntarily chosen to remain in their compassionate role to guide and teach us. In Chinese folk understanding, one prays to bodhisattvas for help with worldly affairs and bows to the Buddha for repentance and spiritual matters. Note, there are said to be 84,000 Dharma gates methods to cultivate and attain Buddhahood. Different gates suit different practitioners, e.g., those with sharp faculties or those with less acute wisdom. There is no conflict between these gates, nor any inherent superiority. These gates are not ultimate expressions of Buddhist truth itself. They are all just temporary skillful means. The true Buddha, nature is beyond reason, inexpressible through language or logic. However, they are necessary for guiding different practitioners, providing suitable paths for various individuals. Currently, the three most influential Buddhist schools in China are the Pure Land School, the Chang Zen School, and the Esoteric Vajrayana School. Pure Land School, Jingzhezhong, a school originating in China. Its main characteristic is faith in Amitabha Buddha and the goal of rebirth in his Western Pure Land through his assistants, emphasizing the practice of chanting Buddha's name Nianfo. Its teachings are extremely simple and easy to practice, leading to its widespread popularity in China. Practitioners need only sincerely wish to be reborn in the Pure Land and chant, perhaps even just once, Namo Amitabha. Upon death, they can be reborn there. Once reborn, they become a Bodhisattva. After one more lifetime, they can attain Buddhahood. This entire process is simple, fast, and efficient, making it most appealing to ordinary devotees. Practitioners of other schools often also practice Pure Land methods concurrently, like getting a dual degree or double insurance. Today, many temples practice Chan Pure Land dual cultivation. The mantra often recited by Pure Land followers is the rebirth mantra, Wang's Hangju. Its main temples include Donglin Temple on Mount Lu in Jiangxi and Jiangji Temple in Jian, Shaanxi, Chan School, Chanzong, Zen. Another school originating in China, a refined fusion of Buddhist, specifically Madhyamaka, and Taoist philosophy. Chen, Zen, refers to meditation and quiet contemplation. A saying goes, Chan for the upper class, Pure Land for the common people, as literati and scholar officials often favored Chan, while ordinary people favored Pure Land. Chen emphasizes inner contemplation and awakening, enlightenment, primarily achieved through seated meditation zazen. Its core teaching is a special transmission outside the scriptures, no dependence on words and letters, directly pointing to the human mind, seeing one's nature and becoming a Buddha. The main practice method is seated meditation, similar to Taoist practices like sitting in forgetfulness and fasting of the mind, focusing on posture, breath, and directly experiencing one's innate nature. Chen does not rely heavily on scriptures or rational thought. It emphasizes mind-to-mind transmission between master and disciple, focusing on transcending the self, no self, non-action, wei wu wei, the cultivation of non-cultivation, and no mind, unknowing. Through meditation and awakening, one transcends desires to reach a state of pure existence and enlightenment. Its main temple includes the Shaolin Temple in Hainan, Esoteric School, Mizong, Vajrayana, Tantra. Originating in India, it entered China via two main routes. First, it was transmitted directly to Han Chinese regions during the Kaiyuan era of Tang Emperor Xuanzong, known as Tangmi, or Chinese Esoteric Buddhism. Second, it spread to Tibet, becoming Tibetan Vajrayana. Its esoteric nature lies in the requirement for one-to-one transmission and practice between master and disciple, not to be disclosed casually. Practitioners use rituals, mantras, and meditations to invoke and utilize transcendental powers, relying on the Guru's guidance and blessings for success. It venerates Mahavairocana Buddha, Great Sun Buddha, as the primordial Buddha, viewing countless other Buddhas, including Shakyamuni, as his emanations. Vajrayana teaches that through the Buddha's empowerment, adhisthana, a practitioner can attain Buddhahood in this very body, in this lifetime, without waiting for future life, so-called attaining Buddhahood in this very body. The most famous mantra in Vajrayana is the six-syllable mantra, Om Mani Padme Hu. It is said that reciting it millions of times can lead to Buddhahood. Regarding historical stages, Buddhism describes three periods: the age of true Dharma, the age of semblance Dharma, and the age of declining Dharma. Age of true Dharma, Zhenfu, the initial period shortly after the Buddha's passing. It is characterized by the pure preservation of the teachings and faithful practice by disciples. It is said many attained arhatship during this time. It lasted approximately 500 years. Age of semblance Dharma, Shangfu, the following period. While the external forms of Buddhism remain, the inner spirit and purity begin to decline. Fewer attain arhatship, and teachings and rituals may become more formalized and elaborate. It lasted approximately 10 years. Age of declining Dharma, Muf, the current and final period. The teachings and practice decline further. True Dharma becomes rare, and practitioners find it difficult to attain high levels of awakening. Buddhism faces various challenges, including external persecution and internal corruption. It may last up to 10 years. This periodization reflects a view within Buddhism that the purity and efficacy of the Dharma gradually wane over time. We are currently considered to be in the age of declining Dharma, where it is said that very few, if any, can achieve enlightenment solely through their own effort. Therefore, practitioners are encouraged to rely on other power, the aid and compassionate vows of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. I am Wu Huayu, a PhD from the Chinese Academy of Sciences and a postdoctoral fellow from Peking University and the founder of AI philosophy. For more detailed information, please refer to the complete version of this book. In addition to this short video, you can also click on my avatar to view more long videos.